Happy holidays. Grab your mat and settle into child's pose. Focus on your breath to drop into the here and now. Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity. During this joyful time of year, it is wicked easy to lose sight of the truly magical essence of the love which is all around. Our yoga practice teaches us to be present, which is totally important, especially because the gift of presence is the best present. Hold gratitude in your heart for this time that you're giving yourself. Allow yourself to be with each breath, letting presence be our intention. Take a full breath in and start to finger crawl your hands over to the right side of the mat. Possibly lifting and pressing with your left hand on top of your right hand to deepen the stretch in the side body. Breathing into the intercostal muscles and the ribs. And then slowly walking back through center, taking a full breath in and then making your way over towards the left. This time you may choose to place the right hand on top of the left to deepen the stretch. Letting the hips fall back and release as you breathe into the side body. Making your way back to center, sinking into this child's pose, Balasana. And rising up, finding your tabletop position. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Belly drops with an in-breath. Exhale, C-curve the spine. Belly button pulls in and up. Full breath in, the belly drops, the heart radiates forward. Exhale to C-curve your spine. Cat-cow, flowing with breath. Return back to your neutral spine and extend your right arm out in front of you as if you were going to shake my hand. And then extend the left leg back. Keep your core tight and engaged to keep this balance and then release both hands down. The next breath in extends out the left arm, reach through those fingertips, and then extend back the right leg. Press through the heel, keep the hips squared down to the mat, and release those down. Full breath in, right arm lifts, left leg extends back. Bending into that left leg, reach your right arm back behind you. Maybe you just reach. Maybe you grasp hold of the ankle or the foot and start to open your heart towards the right side. Letting the breath be full here. And then extending the arm and leg out and releasing them down. Taking a moment to reset here, deep breath in, C-curve on the exhale. And coming back to neutral. Extend the left arm out, right leg back, bending that knee, And then reaching the arm back to either just extend back or to grasp hold, opening up the heart towards the left side. Extending the arm and leg out, reaching long and then releasing them down. Go ahead and rock the hips from side to side, stretching down the sides of the legs. And then coming back, hero's pose, just interlacing the fingers and rotating the wrists around, reversing those figure eights. And then bringing the backs of the hands together and reversing that, warming the wrists up. Stepping the hands, one handprint forward, tucking the toes. Lift the hips up and back. Keep a really nice bend in the knees, a humble downward facing dog. Pressing the chest towards the thighs, the tailbone to the sky, and then bending into one knee and the other, walking out the dog. All the while, you're pressing into all parts of your hands. And then go ahead and open the feet as wide as the mat. And rock the hips from side to side, like you're wagging your tail. Rising up onto the toes and lowering down, not worrying if the heels don't meet, making any movements that feel good. And then stepping the feet together. Deep breath in, reaches the right leg up and back. Exhale, bends the knee and opens up the hip. Start to make some circles with the ankle, and then reversing those circles. Extend that leg long, square off the hip, and release the foot down. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bends the knee and opens up the hip, making some circles with the ankle, and then reversing those circles. Extending the leg, squaring the hips, and releasing that foot down to meet. Full breath in, shifts your weight forward to your high push-up. Lower down to your knees and check out your hands. Make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Elbows come back as you lower all the way down to your belly. A deep breath in lifts you up for your baby cobra Bhujangasana. Exhale lowers you down. Inhale, lift. Tops of the feet press to the mat. Exhale, lower down. Feeling the engagement in the upper back, the shoulder blades squeeze together, and then releasing the forehead down to the mat. Extend your right leg long, extend the left leg long. Reach your right arm back behind you, bend your right leg. Maybe you just reach, or maybe you can grasp hold, pulling that leg closer to you. For a deeper stretch, press the hips into the mat even more. Breathe into that quad stretch. Extend the leg long, replace the hand back down. Bending the left leg, reaching the left arm back. Taking hold, possibly. You can always use a strap or a towel to help you reach the leg if you'd like. And again, to deepen the stretch, just pressing the hips and pelvis to the floor even more. Releasing that. Hands come underneath your shoulders or by your side ribs. A deep breath in lifts you up. The exhale lowers you down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more, just like that. And then press into your hands to rise up and back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward to the hands, and walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold, Uttanasana. You can have a nice bend in your knees here. Shake the head yes and no. Feeling that opening of the spine. You can go ahead and grab opposite elbows, ragdoll, forward fold. Feeling the space you create within the back, and then slowly starting to rise up to stand. Take a deep breath in, the arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Feel your thumb knuckles at your sternum. Feel this present moment. What is this season about? Not just exchange of presence, but being present. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, plant the hands. Make your way back to your high push-up position. Exhale to low. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let it go. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, steps that foot between your hands. Release your back knee down. Take a moment to check out the alignment of your knee. Make sure it's right over your ankle. Sometimes we can have the tendency to have it too close, and that lifts the heel off of the mat, which is not very good for us. So setting that up really nice, reaching through the fingertips, opening your heart and letting the shoulders relax. The exhale plants the hands, and then open up the right arm, twisting towards the right. Breathing here. Reaching that right arm back, maybe you reach towards that foot. Knowing this is just an option. Take what you want and need and leave what you don't. Go ahead and return that right hand back. Tuck the left toes. Make your way to your high push-up. Exhale to low. Inhale up, dog or cobra, choosing your flow, and the exhale presses you back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, steps that foot between your hands. Release the right knee down to the mat. Inhale, the arms rise up overhead. Sinking into those hips. Again, make sure the shoulders are relaxed. If you need to, you can create goalpost arms to give the shoulders a little bit of a break here. Exhale, release the hands down. Plant the right hand to open up the left arm. Opening your chest to the left side, opening your heart, feeling the seasonal joy. Maybe you choose to reach that arm back, possibly grasping hold. Maybe pulling the foot closer to you. Breathing, opening, and then releasing that, tucking the right toes, making your way back, high push-up. Exhale to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Settling into this downward dog here, extending the heels back any amount more, and then bending the knees, looking forward and making your way to your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit the hips back, bend the knees, reach the arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands come to the heart center for a gentle twist. Turn to the right, sitting the hips back a little bit more, being careful that the knees don't splay apart. And then taking it to the left. Core is super strong. Weight is in our heels. Breath is full as we return back to center. Reach up through those fingertips and the exhale, fold you forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, make your way back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bends the knee, opens up the hip. Option to stay here or flip the dog, lifting the hips high, reaching the heart up, returning back, three-legged dog. The exhale, steps the foot between the hands, drop the back heel, find the floor or a block with your right hand and open up the heart towards the left. Extended side angle. Feeling the breath in the side body. Circling the hands back down, framing out the foot, extending the leg long, and then releasing it down mindfully. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hips. Stay here or flip your dog. Lifting the heart, lifting the hips, opening, creating beautiful space. And returning back, three-legged dog. Exhale, steps that foot between your hands. Plant the left hand down. Open up the right arm. Feel your heart turning upwards. Super open to all the joy of the season. Feeling your breath. Feeling the presence within this beautiful moment. And then releasing that hand down, framing out the foot. Send the leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale to high push up. Exhale to low. Inhale up dog or cobra. Exhale downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward to the hands. Walk or float the feet to the hands. Inhale gives you length. Exhale folds you forward. Inhale the arms rise up overhead. Exhale sit the hips back. Chair pose. Keeping the weight in your heels. Sit the hips back a little bit more. And then possibly deepening your twist. Always the option to take the first type of twist that we started with or making it deeper here. Really sitting those hips lower than your heart. And then forward fold. Release it down. Bend one knee and then the other. Inhale length. Exhale fold. Inhale arms up overhead. Exhale sit the hips back. Chair pose. Hands come to heart. Twists you over towards the left. Opening your heart towards the left side. Sitting the hips back. Lifting the heart forward. Keeping your weight in your heels and keeping your knees in one line. Another full breath in. The exhale, forward fold. Bending one knee and then the other, letting that go. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Becoming intensely present in this moment, reconnecting to our intention of being here now, this breath, this moment in time. Inhale, the arms rise up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, make your way back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, flip the dog, reach that right arm up, flip it back, step it through. Open up the heart to the right, drop the back heel, windmill open, warrior two. Flip the front palm, peaceful warrior, peace on earth. Side angle, plant the hand, reach through those left fingertips, opening up the heart. Maybe taking a waiter arm back behind you, deepening this beautiful posture, or holding on to your peace sign fingers, opening up your heart, creating more space with a bind. Releasing that right hand down, finding squared off, high push-up. Exhale to low. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward to the hands, and float the feet to the hands. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit the hips back, arms reach up, chair pose. Big breath in. The exhale folds you forward. Inhale, length. Exhale, make your way back, high to low. Inhale, up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open up that hip. Flip the dog, reach through that really nice extension. Extend the left leg back. Step it through. Open up towards the left. Full breath in. The exhale drops the heel. Windmill open. Warrior two. Flip the front palm. Deep breath in. Peaceful warrior. Lengthen. Exhale. Extended side angle. Planting that left hand down. Opening the heart towards the ceiling. Feeling that space. Maybe taking a weight or arm. Bind behind you. Possibly bringing the peace sign fingers together, lifting up the heart, finding a full bind here. Knowing you can always take what feels good, coming back, side angle, and releasing, stepping back, high push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel your breath here. Feel the energy within your body. Bend your knees, look forward to the hands, and float the feet to the hands. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit the hips back, heart lifts, chair pose. Rise to mountain, hands to heart center. Release your arms down by your side and open up your right knee, coming into your tree pose. You can choose to keep the toes planted, lift the foot up. The foot can rest anywhere on the leg except for the knee joint. Maybe you choose to grow the branches nice and tall. Maybe you flash and blink those hands like Christmas tree lights, and then bring them together into your heart center. Slowly bring the knee up and release the foot down. Root down into that right leg. Open up the left knee. Maybe you keep the toes planted or rise the foot up any amount. Just remember to avoid the knee joint. And then extending the arms up long and tall. Holding your balance here, and then reaching the arms up, bringing the hands together to touch. Hands come to heart center. Knee rises and foot plants down. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale to fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Make your way back. High to low, push up. Inhaling up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step that foot between your hands. Rise up to your warrior two. Straighten the leg and turn both of your feet out to the sides. Reach the arms up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Expand through the fingertips. Star pose, imagining you're the star on the top of a Christmas tree. And then bending into the knees, bending the arms. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, length. Exhale, strength. Inhale, long. Exhale, sit. And then rising up onto the toes, holding this goddess pose. Extending the arms out if that feels okay on the shoulders. Holding here, keeping your core nice and tight and engaged. Releasing the heels, sitting the hips down, and then standing straight up. Find your warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down. Make your way back. Take your flow. I'm choosing to take a modified flow here with my cobra and extending back. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, step that foot between your hands. Rise up, warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Toe heel the feet together slightly. Deep breath in with a long spine. Start to forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold here. You can bring the toes to turn in slightly. Feeling the stretch all along the sides and backs of the legs and also all the way up and down the spine. Breathing deeply, each exhale letting you really lengthen and relax even more. Opportunity to reach those arms through the legs, getting you deeper into this stretch, this forward fold. Maybe you choose to take a headstand inversion here. If the headstand is not in your practice, no worries. You can stay in this forward fold. You're taking the headstand, being super slow and mindful about your movements, engaging your core, feeling your breath even as you balance, and starting to make your way back down, taking your time, knowing there's no rush. Inhale, create length in your spine and toe heel the feet together slightly. And then slowly start to rise up, turning towards the front of the mat and stepping together. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, plant the hands. Make your way back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, open them wide on the mat, and sit the hips back for your child's pose. Feel the connection of the forehead on the floor. Feel the inhale. Feel the exhale. Maybe you choose to walk the hands forward slightly And then bend at the elbows, bringing the hands together back behind your head. This can feel really good. Placing the forehead on the mat and then having the hands behind the head this way, really letting you drop into this moment, feeling that connection, your body on the mat, breathing into the opening in the hips, the armpit area, and then reaching those arms out long once again to rise up and come forward, releasing yourself down to your belly. Extend your arms back behind you. Press into the tops of your feet. Take a deep breath in. Open your heart up. You can keep the hands planted here if you'd like. Inhale, rise up. Open up the heart. Exhale, releases you down. This time your full breath in lifts you up. You sustain here. You can choose to reach the arms back behind you, extending energy through the fingertips. And then maybe lift the legs up as well, reaching through the toes. All the while keeping this nice long line of energy from the crown of the head all the way down to the base of the spine. And then relax down, turn the gaze over to the left. Feeling completely supported, this sweet surrender, this letting go. Returning the head back to center. Reaching and looping the shoulder blades back. Bending the knees and reaching the hands towards the legs. Option to keep this or grasp hold of the feet or the ankles, pulling up equal and opposite force to hands and feet, feet to hands. Opening up your chest, letting you breathe deep. Bow pulling pose. What better way to be present than in bow pose? Imagining wrapping a bow on a present here, and then releasing all the way down, turning the gaze over to the right, letting the feet drop side to side. Circling around the ankles if that feels good. Hands come underneath shoulders or by your side ribs to press you up through either your table or your plank. Press back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step that foot between your hands. Right hand comes in between, finding your lizard lunge. You can choose to stay up high on the hands or relax down to your forearms. Breathing deep here. Feeling the opening in your legs, opening in the hip flexors. Rising back up onto the hands. Challenge option would be to reach that right arm back and around, grasping hold the left leg, opening the heart up. Similar to what we did in the very beginning, notice if this feels a little bit more expansive for you here in this moment after working so hard. Return the hands to frame out the foot. Toe heel the right foot over to the left side of the mat, finding your half pigeon. The front thigh is parallel to the side of the mat, as is the back leg. A deep breath in opens your heart, and then you float down. You can place props underneath your hip. You can place a block underneath your forehead. Doing whatever you need to do to make this a very comfortable but also really juicy hip opening. We'll be here for 6 to 8 breaths. Allow yourself to focus on each inhale and each exhale. When the mind wanders, or if thoughts of wanting to leave this pose come up, bring yourself back to the present moment, back to the breath. Slowly start to rise back up, opening up the right arm, reaching back. Turning back, tucking the left toes, extending the right leg up and back, bending the knee, opening the hip, straightening it out and releasing it down. Making any movements that feel good. Maybe rock the hip side to side. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, that foot steps right between the hands. Release the right knee. Step the left hand towards the midline. Maybe you stay on the hands or possibly lower down to the forearms. Breathing into this lizard lunge. Feeling this really amazing opening while also holding so much joy, peace, and happiness that surrounds this holiday season, this festive flow. Let your breath be festive. Each inhale bringing you more joy. Each exhale bringing you more peace. Rising up onto the hands, extending the left arm back and around. Maybe you grasp hold that right foot. Really making sure to create some expansiveness through the heart center here. Letting that go, releasing the leg. Toe heel the left foot over towards the right side of the mat. Keeping the hips squared here, scoot and slide the right leg back. Check it out, make sure it's parallel to the mat. Same thing with that front thigh. And then softening down. Resting here for 6 to 8 breaths once again. Noticing any difference from side to side, not judging or trying to change, but just noticing. And seeing your thoughts as an observer. Allowing yourself to let go of any to-do list thoughts. Notice where your thoughts have gone and bring them back to this breath. Slowly start to rise up, bending the right knee, extending the left arm back behind you, deepening that stretch. Releasing that leg and arm, tucking the right toes, making your way back, three-legged dog, counter stretch, hip opening, releasing the feet to meet, taking any movements that you need to feel complete, walking the feet up, transition to a seated position. And then making your way down onto your back, hugging your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a big hug and gratitude for this time that you've taken, dedicated to presence. Go ahead and plant the feet down to the mat. Deep breath in, lifts the hips up. You can bend the elbows, extending the hands upwards for robot arms in the spirit of all things toys and magic. Could even call these Barbie arms, Nutcracker arms, even. And then slowly releasing the hips down, placing the hands underneath your seat. Extend your legs up to the sky, flexing the feet, changing the way gravity works in the body here. You have the option to stay in Viparita Karani, legs up the imaginary wall pose. Or maybe you choose to take it a step further, rising into your shoulder stand if it's safe within your practice. If you are going to rise into your shoulder stand, I ask that you look up here without coming into it so that you don't have to turn your neck while you rise up. You'll use your hands on your back to help lift those legs up, using the hands as a base of support here to protect the neck. And then maybe you take it to plow pose, reaching those feet down. Once they make it to the ground, you can choose to extend the arms long, but never releasing the arms unless the feet are actually planted down. Maybe you choose to bend the knees, coming into deaf man's pose. Taking whatever option is supported for you and gives you a good stretch, but never any strain. Extending the legs back long from deaf man's to plow, placing the hands onto the low back to help you transition back down. Extend the legs long, the arms reach long as well, not giving in to the urge to want to hug the knees in towards the chest. We're just going to let the spine land here. Breathing deep, returning to neutral, And then giving the knees a hug in towards the chest. Whenever I do plow pose, I think about snow. So hopefully we'll be getting a white Christmas. Go ahead and shift the hips over to the right and drop the knees over towards the left, extending the right arm out to the side. You may choose to turn your gaze over towards the right as well. I like to place my left hand onto my legs to encourage them down, using your breath to fill your body. Tie you to the present moment. Making your way back to center. Shifting the hips over towards the left, hugging the knees in, extending the left arm out. The right hand can be placed onto the leg. Starting to transition back through center. Bending the knees, reaching for the feet, happy baby, channeling that happy kid-like sense of wanting to wake up early and enjoy the holidays. You may choose to press one foot into the hand a little bit harder, allowing you to rock side to side. And then releasing those feet, bringing the knees back up, giving yourself another little hug, and then extending the legs long, taking up as much space as you need or want, letting your arms relax down by your sides to enjoy your Shavasana, your final resting pose. When we end this way, it symbolizes a death of something, the corpse pose, a letting go. What can you let go of in this moment? Take a full breath in. The exhale, you release any unnecessary tension, anything that no longer serves you, to sink more fully and completely into the present. Notice if your mind has wandered, and know that you can stay here as long as you'd like. You're ready to be guided out of your Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath, filling up fully and completely, letting the belly really expand like a balloon. The exhale allows the belly to deflate, making small movements with your fingertips and your toes, reawakening, inviting life back into your body. Extend your right arm up overhead and turn over onto your right side in the fetal posture, symbolizing a new beginning. Turning the chapter and rising up to this new fabulous moment. Hands come to your heart. May you feel this type of presence throughout your holidays and time with family and friends. Namaste and happy holidays. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support means so much to me and would be the greatest present of all.